Hi everyone, it's Evangeline here at etrailer. Today we're taking a look at the Kuat Switch Ski and Snowboard Carrier here on our 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. A lot of people like this ski and snowboard carrier because it folds down when not in use. So if you're someone that wants the sleekest, most low profile, as well as carrier that has less noise when you're using it or when you're not using it, this might be something that you're interested in. Now this is available in two different sizes. I currently have the size 4, which can carry up to 4 pairs of skis, or you can get the longer version, size 6, which can carry up to 6 pairs of skis. Both are gonna work the same way, they're just gonna take up different amounts of space on your crossbars of your vehicle. So make sure on your Jeep you have a roof rack or a platform in order to use this. Now, we currently have one snowboard attached to our carrier. If we had another one, we'd put it upside down, but that's something that you'd have to consider. With different types of roof racks, you're also gonna have different types of clearances. With it in the upright position, this is gonna add 5 3/4 inches to the top of your crossbar. For example, here on our Rhino-Rack roof rack, from the top of the roof to the top of the carrier, I have it at about 9 3/4 inches. And our snowboard is gonna sit at 7 3/4 inches of height. That'll help you figure out if you have enough space for the bindings underneath your snowboard, or if you're gonna need to get a taller roof rack right off the bat. But in this position, because of its sleek lines and because of how the rubber pads fit really well around your skis and your boards, you are gonna have hopefully less whistling compared to if you use a different type of ski and snowboard carrier that was a little bit more open. If you have your carrier unlocked, then because there's this large button at the end of the carrier, all you need to do is hit it with the palm of your hand. Even if you have large gloves or mitts on, that's gonna be very easy to do. The locks are gonna be on the carrier arm. So if it was locked, then you wouldn't be able to press that button, keeping your skis and snowboard safe and secure. Once it's in the open position, it stays in the open position so that you can grab your boards or your skis. This will be helpful because with how tall the Jeep might be for some people, it might take a little bit of reaching or standing into your door frame in order to get the height to grab the boards. Some things to consider is where you have your carrier mounted, as well as if your Jeep has off-road tires, is lifted, or doesn't have running boards, or might have some rock sliders for your different off-roading adventures. So for me, I'm on the shorter side, so it does take a little bit more effort in order to grab the board here. In my case, I'd start looking at the Kuat grip as an alternative because that one slides out to make that experience easier. But if you're taller, or this is easier to reach for you, or you have a crossbar that sits further out, meaning you can then put your carrier further out, then that Kuat grip is gonna be a premium carrier at a premium price. The Switch is gonna provide all those premium experience and look and features without having to pay extra for features you might not need. On the inside of the carrier, you have these rubber blocks. I really like the design of the blocks. There's an X shape in the middle creating a support strut. That way even your heavier items are gonna be supported. And then you have this nice flat surface. So during the off season, if you wanna put fishing poles or rods in here, you totally can. This is gonna make sure you don't have too much pressure on certain points, keeping for a distributed surface. Now notice here we have different notches on the carrier. So if you have something that's on the taller side, you can go ahead and secure it in the upright position. Or if you're able to, keep going down until it hits all the way at the bottom. While we're here too, you'll also see this other lever. This lever, when you pull it, accesses a different feature of the carrier. You can then push this carrier down so it folds flat, being even more compact on your roof. With it in a down position here, Measuring on the spot on the roof we measured earlier to the top of the carrier, this now sits at about 6 inches of height. So a good little difference compared to when it was folded up. For me personally, I think it's fine in the upright position. I see a lot of people driving around with their carriers in the upright position. The really nice thing about the Kuat switch though is it locks in this position. So even as I give a good shake to it, it's not budging. Awesome if you're on the road and you want as little wind noise and wind drag as possible. The way this secures around your vehicle is you have these straps that secure around your crossbars. I really like the strap design. Not only does it fit a lot of types of crossbars, but it takes up very little space. So very sleek, very low profile, and these require a special Kuat tool in order to tighten down, so a little extra security there too. Whenever I have people ask me for recommendations for a ski and snowboard or even fishing rod carrier, and their focus is something that's high quality but also not too pricey, I definitely recommend the Kuat switch. It has all the nice Kuat typical features, which is very sturdy components, good quality, very sleek look. Being able to fold this down is a great perk as well that not many carriers have. Now, if someone is ready to invest a little bit more for their journey, that's when I recommend the Kuat grip, which has more premium features. Now, if you're looking for something that is similar in price point, then that's when I recommend the Rhino Rack Ski and Snowboard carrier. Very similar in look, doesn't fold down, but is available in more size options. The Kuat switch is available as a 4 or a 6 size option. Check out our product page to check out those measurements, and that we can compare those measurements with your roof rack to see what fits you best. But honestly, the Kuat switch is a great way to start your ski and snowboarding adventure, being able to lock your skis and boards, being able to fold this down to be less noisy on the road are great perks as well. This is a look at the Kuat Switch Ski and Snowboard Carrier on the 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited.